on the interior. You'll see a lot more coverage. And you see the dash line here. This is all leather. So complete leather package up here with exposed stitch marks. Gorgeous gauge cluster now. Looks quite a bit different than really any of the other models we carry. And heads-up display. So all your images for speed and direction of travel with navigation is all projected on the windshield. See a lot more buttons down here. Electronic drive-by-wire system. And this is Steptronic, so you can pull it to the left and go plus and minus throughout the gears. But to operate it, very easy. Just press the button, pull back. That pops you into drive. Forwarding that goes back into reverse. And then park right here. Just tap the button and that goes back to park. Adjustable ride suspension here. You have comfort. Up, you can go into normal, then sport, and then sport plus, which actually deactivates or sets certain settings on the traction control system. You can also deactivate that there. Side view cameras, park distance control, electronic e-brake system right here with auto hold. That was featured in the previous generation of 7 Series. Not sure if you used it very much, but it holds the vehicle in position through stop and go traffic. So you come to a set of lights and you can let your foot off the brake, the car holds its position, tap on the gas, and then it electronically lets off the e-brake and away you go again. And here's the new iDrive controller. Much different. You have one-hit features around the front: CD, radio, menu, telephone, and navigation. The Navi system is just brilliant in these. Huge, wide display. And if you've been doing any research or you're familiar with BMW before in the past, you'll hear a lot of negative things about iDrive. And there has been. I mean, there's a certain elements of that system that was cumbersome. There was also a lot of elements about the car that was positive. You know, they were one of the first manufacturers to step away from having a plethora of buttons on the dash, like a cockpit of an airplane, and go into a central drive unit that allows you to conform and set up everything with one control. And you know, they got a little bit of heat over that, but at the same point, they were also one of the first ones to develop that technology and then again revise it. The new system is just, I mean, it's years ahead of what anything else out there in the market is working with. So I'm just going to quickly actually press the start button here and tap that, start it up, and see what the gauge cluster works at. So let's look at your gauge cluster once it's started up there. Got that huge iDrive display. And these one-hit features around the iDrive controller is going to allow me to set up everything I need to, so that the things like navigation, you can just tap the button and go away. Just accept. So these are all the options. They're one of the first manufacturers to have the manual actually in the iDrive setting. So certain things that see, I can go right to this keywords here just by saying the word manual through voice control, and I can actually scroll through the entire system here for the owner's manual. Things like animation, I can click on that. Then you have a breakdown on everything in the car. Say I'll pick side view, and just for example, play this video. This is going to be a walk around on the cameras.
Side view provides an early view of cross traffic that cannot be easily seen. The driver's view of road users who are obscured by obstacles from the side will be curtailed.
Don't need to watch the whole video, but that gives you an idea of what they're working with. You don't need to be flipping through the owner's manual now to see all the features. This is the main iDrive setup here. So things like CD and multimedia, radio, telephone, navigation. Just tapping on the Navi button for a second. There's your navigation screen, really wide. Got a great panoramic view of everything. The system also comes along with the internal hard drive, so you can pop in a CD, say store to vehicle, and you can keep like a mobile iPod built in the vehicle. Having said that, it does have USB audio integration, so we can actually just plug an iPod in right there with that USB port you see right there. But there's really no need. You can just pop in a CD or you can plug in your iPod and away you go. Radio menu now comes along with satellite radio, which is built right in, right there. Side view cameras, that's working with there. So you can see the angles of one of the sales rep. I'm just going to move forward here so you can see how everything all advances. So when you're pulling out into a tight parking, you can see it there. And there's your backup. Now turning the steering wheel, It's going to show direction of travel as well, which is fantastic for when you're moving the car, and you'll be able a chance to see exactly what's around you and where the car actually can go. Night vision and all the other buttons right here. So lane departure notification. So if you're swerving over the center line, that's going to actually vibrate the steering wheel and let you know that you've gone over the lane lines. This is a system here using the laser guided cruise control. So by tapping that, early pre-warning for frontal collision warning. This here is going to keep you in the lane lines. That is your night vision. Tapping on that gives you 300 meters of nighttime visibility. Just to give you an idea, the bi-xenon headlights are 150 meters. So that's going to double your vision at night. And your heads-up display. You can see when looking forward, I'm not sure if it comes from the camera, you can see it right there. There's your kilometers per hour. Now you can also change the height of that as well as the brightness. So I can tap that on or off. And your navigation instructions are also right up there. So when you're driving, your line of sight is kept straight. You have that nice thick bolstered steering wheel. It's also heated. All of your one-hit features are on the front of the steering wheel here, as well as voice command and audio. It's power telescopic, of course, so you can adjust this up and down and in and out. And yeah, when you're driving, your line of sight is kept completely straight. So tap the start button, shut the vehicle off again. All the gauges go to the orange. Tap it again. Telescopic steering comes up. Lights off, and away we go. So yeah, I mean, we've really just kind of scratched the surface for the extras that they've put on the vehicle, but if you've been used to, I mean, the 7 Series in the past, you know how that BMW feel is so really almost impossible to duplicate. And they've really taken the 7 Series, kind of that 2 parts performance to 1 part luxury. And all the same amenities that you've been used to in previous generations, but really just taken to a whole new level of engineering. A lot more of a performance element to the car, far more horsepower. Yeah, and the tech side with the backup cameras, things we just didn't even have optional before, is now featured as standard. So when they produce a vehicle like this, it's meant to be current for the next, 6 or 7 years. So the technology you're looking at now is maybe stuff you'll start to see most other manufacturers compete with in 2011, 2012 mark. So if you want, I've been looking at the video for roughly about 12 minutes. Take a bit of a time to digest it. I'm here all day. And if you wanted to give a call down, or if you have any other questions about the vehicle at all, let me know and we can review it when you ring down.